All right, so let us talk about graphing. Okay, so now if you remember, the general form of the equation, a linear equation, is y equals mx plus b, where b is the y-intercept. This is going to be helpful. And then m is the slope. And we can break the slope down even more to that fraction of the change in your y divided by the change in your x. Okay? So let's take a look at this. So you may remember from previous quizzes, or you may just know, that the y-intercept here is a 1, a positive 1. So what that means is if I have a graph, the line, whatever our line is, because this is the equation of a line here, intersects our graph at 1. So intersects our y-axis at 1. So let's get this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here you go. It intersects it at 1. So this right there is the y-intercept. Now, next, we're going to get with the slope. Now, the slope, you may be like, well, Mr. Schneider, the slope's -8. It is. And slope is your change in y over change of x. Oh, but that's a fraction. Okay, so let's put -8 as a fraction. So -8 is our slope. And as a fraction, that would be what? -8 over 1? Yeah, that would. So that tells us what we need to do next. From our y-intercept, or really from any point, we need to go down. It needs to change 8, negative, so it goes down 8. So it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it needs to go to the right 1. So that is the, let me get the red. So this right here is our change in y, which is -8. Then we need to do our change in x. Wha-bam, which is 1. And we'll put, slope is green. So let's put a green point there. Okay, and then put them together, and we get our line. Wow, what happened? Anyway, we get our line. And that is how you graph it. Let's do another one. Okay, so I'm going to, instead of rewriting all this, I am going to select it. This is the important stuff. Let's copy that. Bring it down here. Okay, so this is what you got to remember. Right here. So what we have is, let's see here. So the y-intercept of here is a positive 6. And then the slope is -4/5. And remember, slope is that change in y over change of x. So our change in y is -4. And our change of x is 5. Okay, that's all we need to graph. Line, line, perfect. So let's see here. Let's go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for good measure. And then let's go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough. Okay. So first off, y-intercept, that's 6. So here's our y-axis. So let's go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. There we go. That's our y6. And now our slope is -4/5. Or our change in y is -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's our change in y. And our change of x is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And that's our change in x, which is 5. So now we got both of those. Let us make a line. There we go. Okay, let's do one more. So, I'm not going to do the color thing. Actually, I probably will. But let's do this first. Wha-bam! Perfect. So the y-intercept is -2. The slope is -8, which means our change in y is -8. And that's -8 over 1. So it's the change in x is 1. Okay, we got everything. So let's make this graph. So you now notice that we're going to start at -2, and then we're going to go down 8. So that's going to be pretty big. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust my graph a little bit. I'm going to go all the way down to 10. That's -10. Then I can do -5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we should be good. So, first off, our y-intercept, -2. There we go. Now, from there, we're going to go down 8 and over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a change in y of -8. And then over 1. And so this is going to be our point. It should be like right here. So now we'll make our line. There we go. And that is how you graph.